I just took a vacation to Disney World. The happiest place on earth, right? Wrong. This place is full of people, the scum of the earth. Vile, obnoxious, awful, just awful. They're called tourists. And to be honest, I've never met people that I wanted to destroy more than tourists. It's not all tourists, but if you've ever been to Disney World or anywhere there's a bunch of people together, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's lots of different types of tourists. I'm not being racist or targeting any one ethnicity. I'm just talking from personal experience. For example, here's one thing that happened to me. We were in an elevator. 6 or 7 people. It wasn't crowded. It was decent capacity in there. And we stop on the next floor, and we see a man waiting to get in the elevator. He's holding it. Like, whatever, 1 or 2 more people is not a big deal. But then, the rest of his cavalry arrives. A flock, 10 to 15 people, cram themselves into the elevator all in one straight shot. We're just inundated with people. We get shoved to the deepest, darkest corners of the elevator. Conveniently, we have to get out on the next floor. Have to repeat the process of everyone getting out to let us out. Fucking foreigners. There's the people in lines who do excessive PDA. Like, this couple in front of me in a line. If a child wasn't conceived in those 5 minutes, I'd be surprised. They were all over each other non-stop. It's great that you love each other. I'm so happy for you. You can contain your happiness to a hotel room, please. There are the crazy foreigners. I was in line at a cafe, had my little tray. This lady comes up to me, like, holding her kid by the ear. She starts yelling at me in a different language. I did something wrong and, like, demanding directions from me or something. I don't know what to do because I don't understand a word she's saying. And she's looking at me like I'm a moron for not understanding her. Listen, sweetie, you're in my country now. And if you want me to talk to you, you better know my language, okay? Then you have the people who go crazy in souvenir shops. Nothing annoys me more than seeing an entire family at Disney World just decked out from head to toe in souvenirs. You have every person in the group wearing those ridiculous Mickey Mouse ears or some variation of ears from a character. Oh my god. And it's the same kind of people over and over. People, when they travel to a different country, they think that we're never going to see these people again, so we can treat them however they want. This group of girls from Argentina, 50 people in front of us to cut us in line. Okay, I can understand trying to discreetly sneak a few friends in ahead of someone if you're that desperate. It's physically impossible to sneak 50 people ahead of someone. Another thing that's pretty notable about tourists, the lack of intelligence. You know, 3D rides, they're cool. Stuff coming out at you, exciting, right? The thing about 3D rides is, you know that it's gonna be 3D. Get the little glasses. There's the little sign that says 3D. What I don't understand is, when you're sitting there with your little 3D goggles on, knowing that something is going to come out at you, why do you have to freak the fuck out when something does? I was sitting there in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids 3D, you know? We're all sitting there, a bunch of us, knowing that it's 3D. A hand reaches out at the screen and the audience goes berserk. Kids are crying, old women are screaming bloody murder. You knew it was coming. Why is it that shocking to you that there's a hand now directly in front of your face? And then you always have the people try to reach out and swat the little 3D object, which is obviously not real. Brains, people. Let's use them. Tourists. And they're rude. You pity them, but at the same time, you want to crush their skulls in, you know? Listen, tourists, if you don't know how to behave, why don't you stay at home?